Well, hello everybody. Monday, April the 13th. Captain Marty Brill here, but also known as Boxcar Willie because the locomotive is picking up steam. Put a little more coal under that boiler, puffs of steam coming out. Fishing is just like a big train coming down the tracks, getting better and better every day. I'm going to tell you all about it when I come back, so stay right where you're at.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here, and when I was looking for a top quality mower, I went to the best, and the best is A&W Sales in Pinetown. Now at A&W Sales, they carry top quality brands like the Bad Boy zero-turn mowers, of which I own one now for 15 years. American-made, heavy-duty machines built to handle anything from backyard touch-ups to commercial jobs. They've proudly sold and serviced Bad Boy mowers for over 15 years. How about if you're in need of a trailer? A&W Sales carries the full line of Big Tex trailers, the best-selling trailer brand in the entire nation. Visit them in-store or online at awsalesnc.com, where tough equipment meets trusted service.
Come and experience fishing for the whole family aboard the Crystal Dawn at Pirates Cove Marina in Manio. The Crystal Dawn is a roomy 65-foot headboat, fully equipped with the latest gear to give you the best fishing experience. Worried about getting seasick? Fear not. The Crystal Dawn stays in safer and shallower waters to lessen the likelihood of that happening. Half-day and private fishing trips are available. To find out more, go online to crystaldawnheadboat.com. The Crystal Dawn Headboat out of Pirates Cove. Fishing that is fun for all ages.
I wish I had a whistle, but I don't. So anyway, maybe Justin can add one in there for me. We'll see. By the way, I do appreciate everything Justin does at the studio. All I have to do is talk. He does all the work, really. So I'm grateful for Justin Bateman and all the people down at One Boat Inc. down in downtown Manio. They put out Outer Banks This Week magazine, and I do a little bit of work on that one as well. We got our fishing guide getting ready to come out here shortly. But right now, we're here to talk fishing, breaking news, a lot going on. We'll start with the Hatteras Offshore Fleet. Saw Captain Ron Whitaker, my old buddy down there, on the release. Hopefully, he's recuperating from his back surgery, and he's out there in the ocean. Really good blackfin tuna fishing, and they had a few dolphin or mahi in the catches as well. But the numbers have been very good down there on the blackfin tuna. So we're not hearing, you notice in today's report, we won't hear the word bluefin tuna. That doesn't mean none were caught, but none made it to the report, probably because when you're in the charter business, when you can catch tuna that you can keep and people can take back to Ohio, that's the name of the game. Their inshore boats down there had really good sheephead fishing around the inlet. They also had some red drum. Most of them were above the slot size, so they had to let them go, and they had some bluefish down there as well. So they had the double whammy going on inshore and offshore. The Oregon Inlet Fleet had a real nice weekend on mixed tuna. Depends on who you asked. Saturday it was a little more hit and miss, but if you were on the hit side, you caught a limit of yellowfin tuna. And then some other folks mixed it up a little bit, had lesser number of yellowfins, had a few blackfins to go in it. The yellowfins are the larger tuna. The blackfins are a little bit smaller. Both of them are the two premium eating tunas that we catch. And we're getting ready to get into the spring tuna season, and we're starting off good after a great winter and springtime of world-class bluefin tuna fishing. That's why we are a destination for tuna fishermen, for people from all around the world come to the Outer Banks to do that. A few big bluefish caught around Oregon Inlet. I couldn't really confirm that, but I heard it from two different people. So we got that going on a little bit, and we'll jump over to the surf where most of the breaking news will happen. And I can generalize a little bit because let's just say from Rodanthe south would have been the best of it. And water temperatures in Rodanthe were 56 degrees. Tony Lombardi, who helps me with a lot of this information, almost all of the surf and pier information. He has a website called walkingangler.com and just tells all about this stuff. But he called it a banner weekend with all sizes of drum. And then there was sea mullet and bluefish as well. Now, if you want to talk about locations, well, let's talk about the surf first. I saw from Red Drum, talked to Kara down there at Red Drum Tackle, and they're right in Buxton, right across from Cape Point. And they had a lot of action going on there. Ramp 44, Ramp 43, and also Ramp 55, which has been good now for a couple weeks. But that's where most of the action is going on. We are really, really seeing a nice mixture of fish, size-wise. yes, there are some in the slot. Then there are some yearlings, and there are also some great big drum that are, over 40 inches. So some people down there, several people I saw on different posts from different tackle shops caught their first big drum. What a thrill that would be to catch and release a drum, get a citation from the state of North Carolina, the good kind of citation that you can frame, put on your wall, and give to your grandkids. So it's drum, it's sea mullet, and it's bluefish primarily. But there's also some sharks being caught. We haven't heard of much else yet. With 56-degree water, we probably won't for a little while. Didn't have a lot on the piers. I did hear Rodanthe Pier had some drum, and I know the Avon Pier had some sheephead and a few drum as well. I just don't know how many drum they had, but those are some of the first pier reports that we've had so far. So we'll take a little break right here, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you a little bit about the backcountry, and we got a really nice pat on the back for a young turkey hunter that we want to share as well. So stay right there. I'll be right back.
Are you ready for a fishing thrill like no other?
Oh, there he is! There he is! Oh, got him up!
As seen on WikiTune at Outer Banks, the Carolina Girl, captained by majestic Jesse Anderson, is a custom, luxurious 53-foot Jarrett Bay built boat running out of Hatteras Harbor Marina. Let Jesse and her crew give you a fishing experience of a lifetime. To book a trip, go online to CarolinaGirlSportFishing.com. Carolina Girl Sport Fishing, your offshore adventure awaits.
So we got a new thing to talk about, the Little Bridge. First report of the year for Little Bridge. That's the small bridge on the Manio-Nags Head Causeway. And they had some speckled trout both in the slot and under the slot size. Most of them it sounded like were under the slot size, and they had some small stripers there as well. So that's not a great report, but that's the way all of our reports have started out. It starts out with a trickle, then the old locomotive, old Boxcar Willie puts some more coal into the boiler, and then that thing starts chugging along, and before you know it, they'll be lined up all the way across the little bridge. But it's the people that are the first ones out there that get the locomotive turning. So we're glad of that. I also heard of a few drum in the Sound. I haven't heard many reports on that so far, but that's remember last summer, it was good all through the summer. Plenty of guides available if you don't have a boat or if you want to shorten your learning curve. Do your homework. Don't just go with anybody, but find people that are licensed, insured, and have a reputation where you can check around on them a little bit, because there are plenty of people that would claim to be a professional guide and they're doing it to write off with their boat or whatever. You want legitimate people that make a living doing it. That's who you always want for your guide. So keep that in mind when you do that. And finally, the pat on the back I mentioned, turkey season is in now, and congratulations to my little buddy Nolan Boyd. 7 years old. He gets him a nice big gobbler. That's pretty good for 7 years old. I'm way older than 7 years old. I've never got a turkey, and also never caught a crappie, and I bet Nolan has, because those are two challenging things in my book. Congratulations, Nolan, on your turkey, and good job, Dad William. Thanks for sharing that with me. And for everybody else, it's time to go fishing. Go out there and wet a line. You're not going to catch them in the motel room, so go out and put in your time, pay your dues, and let the good Lord bless you richly.